Shade. The shortstop, number 6, Halihi Dudois. The right fielder, number 27, Mark Wyman. The designated hitter, number 28, Caden Ehart. The catcher, number 25, Walker Wakeland. The first baseman, number 45, Todd Smith. The second baseman, number 16, Dylan Clausen. The third baseman, number 5, Brendan Doyle. And starting on the mound for the Rebels, number 29, Jesse Knipe. And now for the Islanders lineup. The center fielder, number 20, Mac Lerma. The designated hitter, number 1, Carter Helm. The first baseman, number 21, Jack Jewell. The shortstop, number 16, Karsten Wall. The catcher, number 3, Kristen Poor. The third baseman, number 22, Josiah Schmidt. The right fielder, number 2, Landon Parks. The left fielder, number 24, Jackson Stewart. The second baseman, number 5, Mitchell McDaniel. And starting on the mound for your Islanders, number 11, Julian Morrison. Now at this time, we ask that you please stand, face towards the flag for the playing of our national anthem. Rebels Islanders for the second time this season. The other night, the Rebels picked up a 7-3 victory here at George Arnsdorf Memorial Field. This game was supposed to happen last night in Newton, but rain pushed it over here to Kingman and then to today. Left fielder, Sam Benz. Sam Benz, the leadoff man for the Rebels. Julian Morrison on the mound for the Islanders. On Saturday, Benz was everything you'd want out of a leadoff hitter. Got on base 5 times. Went 3 for 3. Had a couple walks. Julian Morrison making his first appearance of the year. That pitch goes high. 2-0 count. Morrison was with the Islanders last year. Plays at Sterling College. And that pitch misses. Morrison, no appearances at Sterling this year. Pitched with the Islanders last year, kind of struggled to adjust as that pitch is outside for ball 4. And the leadoff man is yet again on base for the Rebels. Center fielder, Tyson Shade. So 4-pitch walk to lead off the game. That first pitch catches the inside edge for strike 1. First strike for Morrison today. Shade on Saturday. Feels like yesterday. It was 0 for 4, but he did have a walk and came around to score. That was early in the ball game. Swing and a miss at strike 2. Bounced maybe off of Poor's leg behind the plate. He'll walk it off. He'll try to walk it off anyway. As the umpire goes to hand Morrison baseball, and looks like he's shaking out his left arm. So maybe didn't hit his leg, just couldn't quite get his glove exactly where he wanted it. The pitch ran right into his forearm, which cannot feel good. Both Coach Munzes out there to talk to the catcher. That's Toby and Mason, father and son duo on the coaching staff of the Islanders. Poor played yesterday, but he was on the mound behind the plate today. And he's gonna, looks like, check out of this game early. And that's just a brutal break for the freshman. The Pratt native. Listed as going to Pratt this next year. So we'll have to reset, bring in a new catcher. Just the second batter of the game. Sam Benz drew a leadoff walk. Tyson Shade went down 0-2 in the count and swung his bat. I couldn't tell if he got a foul tip on it. Would make more sense as to why Poor wasn't able to get his glove on the ball. Ball runs in, hits his forearm. And it looks like the Islanders are going to lose their designated hitter early in this one as Carter Helm will come out behind the plate. He caught on Friday night. Is out here today. The Rebels were aggressive, attacking him on the base paths, and there's a runner on already. Rebels got 8 steals on Friday night. And it wasn't like they were just sending everyone 9 attempts. Well, I mean, you're stealing 9 attempts in a game. I guess you are kind of sending everyone, but it worked out for him most of the time. 8 for 9 on stolen base attempts on Friday. For comparison, the Islanders had 2 stolen bases, although they also only managed 2 hits in the loss to Newton the other night. Morrison continues warming up, letting Helm get comfortable behind the plate real quick. And Shade down 0-2 in the count, getting to see some warm-up pitches could help him out. Top of the first inning, nobody out, runner on first for the Rebels. Still a scoreless tie. Now Shade will step back in. Now he will. Hate to see that for Poor. Hit .354 at Pratt High this last year. Would have had his first plate appearance if he had been able to stay in the game. Pickoff attempt. Like I mentioned, the Rebels were aggressive stealing last night. Benz himself had 2 swipes of bags. So maybe not a bad idea. He's going to go here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw to second base, not in time. His 3rd steal in 2 games for Sam Benz. But Shade does go down on strikes. The shortstop, Halihi Dudois. Dudois from Maui. I pitch outside. Maui is the Hawaiian place. There's not a place in Kansas called Maui. Usually when I don't say the state name, I do just assume it's from Kansas, but this is Maui, Hawaii. Foul ball. Count is even 1-1. He's playing college ball at Santa Ana. Had limited playing time. He went 2 for 12 this last season, which sounds bad until you hear that he had 7 walks at the plate. So in terms of getting on base, he was 9 for 19, which is a much better rate than 2 for 12. The 1-1 count misses up and away. Runner on second, 1 down, top of the first inning. No runs have come across for Newton here. Pitch down low. It's 3-1. That pitch misses outside. 2 walks for the Rebels offense early in this first inning. Strikeout in between. But this is how they scored 4 runs in the first inning yesterday. Just walks on walks. Lane Bledsoe, the starter yesterday, gave up 6 walks in his 2 innings of work. Those 5 earned runs. He went into the 3rd inning, didn't record an out. That's an emphatic strike call against Mark Wyman. Wyman was 2 for 3 on Friday. A bloop into shallow right field, gets down. Benz comes around to score. Dudois moves to third base. Aggressive base running for the Rebels, scores a run. And Wyman now 3 for 4 on the season. Designated hitter, Caden Ehart. Ehart 1 for 4 on Friday. Walked in a run. Called strike at the bottom of the zone. Wyman's going to steal a bag. That's his 5th steal in 2 games. The pitch from Morrison. Outside edge, called strike 2. On the shoulder, ball behind Morrison's back. He'll come set. He'll deal that pitch way outside. Runners are going to hold up as the ball bounces off the backstop right back to Helm. And Dudois probably would not have had enough time to get home, even had he read that pitch perfectly. Moves the count to 1-2. This pitch down in the dirt. Count even now. Two runners on for the Rebels. They have a 1-0 lead with 1 out in the top of the first. That pitch down and in. And an 0-2 count has been worked full by Caden Ehart. Morrison delivers. Ground ball, chopped to first base. And Jules just going to step on the bag, allow the run to come home. 2-0 lead for the Rebels, but 2 down in the first inning. Wyman moves over to third base. Walker Wakeland, the catcher, coming to the plate. Did not play on Friday. That pitch is in there for a strike. Wakeland was a JUCO Region 2 Gold Glove winner behind the plate at Northern Oklahoma Enid. That pitch inside gets away from Helm. And Wyman's going to hold up at third. 2-0 Rebels lead, 2 down in the top of the first inning. Most recent, an RBI ground out from Caden Ehart. Julian Morrison trying to get out of this inning. Ground ball over to shortstop. Throw to first. In time, side retired. But the Rebels come across with 2 in the top of the inning. Jesse Knipe, the man on the mound. Shortstop behind him from Santa Ana College. They're teammates there. Knipe, a California native from Corona, California. His first appearance of the season, did not pitch on Friday. I do believe that the Islanders got to keep their DH because the catcher left for injury. The center fielder, number 20, Mac Lerma. Lerma was also the leadoff man the other night. Went 0 for 3, but he did draw a walk. And he'll take that first pitch outside for ball 1. So yeah, it looks like Jack Schreiner is going to be the DH for the Islanders if they're allowed to keep it. Carter Helm will keep his spot in the lineup batting second. He's on deck. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Two 2-0 lead here, bottom of the first inning. Nobody out for the Islanders. Rebels have the lead. They brought home 2 in the top of the inning, which is only half as good as their 4-run first inning they had on Friday in the win against the Islanders. That pitch down and away, bounces in the dirt, gets away from Wakeland, and that ball handed to Wakeland behind the plate. He couldn't handle that one either. That one got away from him. We got a full count. Payoff pitch from Knipe. That one is outside, according to the umpire. Ball 4. Lerma is on. Leadoff man on for the Islanders, and Carter Helm comes to the plate. Come on, Carter. The catcher, number 1, Carter Helm. Again, Carter in the lineup as a DH initially. Creston Poor went out as the second batter came to the plate. A pitch hit his forearm. That one fouled back. Pitch hit his forearm. He had to leave the game. Helm came in. This pitch catching his second game of the season. And he maintains his spot in the 2-hole. That pitch catches the inside edge, strike 2. Carter was 1 for 4 with an RBI, drove in the first run of the game for the Islanders. That pitch up high. They ended up coming across with 3 that inning. That was all they managed in the ball game. It's 2-0 here in the first of this one. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Knipe has his first strikeout of the ball game. First baseman number 21, Jack Jewell. Jewell hitting in the 3-hole. Was 0 for 1 on Friday. But he did get on base 3 times, a couple of walks, got hit by a pitch. Hit .327 at Barton this year. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Strike 1, excuse me. So the count is even 1-1. Pitch from Knipe, well inside. Count moves to 2-1. Lerma on first base had a steal the other night, so it's a possibility. That pitch fouled back against the netting behind home plate. Along with that 327 average, 487 on base, 527 slugging percentage for Jewell. He'll swing and miss at strike 3. Second strikeout back-to-back for Jesse Knipe on the mound. The shortstop, Karsten Wall. Runner goes. Throw to second is low. That pitch was called a strike. And Lerma's in there for his second swipe of the season. Karsten Wall has experience playing for both these teams. Started last season on the Rebels. Moved to the Islanders after a few weeks of the season. That pitch outside, count even 1-1. With the Islanders, managed a 310 on-base percentage, 250 average. Hit 316 at Barton this year. One fouled away. 1-2 count. Knipe already 2 strikeouts under his belt. Trying to pick up a third here in the first inning. Runner on second base. Rebels have a 2-run cushion. A ground ball, grounded foul down the third base line. Knipe goes back behind the rubber, steps forward, gets his foot on there. Comes set, fires home. Called strike 3 on the inside edge. 3 strikeouts for Jesse Knipe in the first inning. Rebels hold a 2-0 lead despite the leadoff walk. The first baseman, number 45, Taj Smith. Julian Morrison still out there for the second inning. Taj Smith out of Redlands Community College. Ground ball over to Jewel at first base. He'll step on the bag for the first out. Talked about how Morrison struggled maybe a little bit last year with the Islanders. That's not to say he's a bad pitcher. A 2.88 ERA his senior year of high school. Called strike on the bottom end of the strike zone. The pitch runs well inside. That's a hit by pitch. And Clausen will take first base. Third baseman, number 5, Brendan Doyle. 9-hole hitter coming to the plate. Doyle did play Friday night. Went 0 for 4. He'll fly that one down the right field line. It gets down. That's going to be extra bases for Brendan Doyle. It's cut off by McDaniel at second base, but runners now on second and third to not really open the second inning, but pretty early on in the second inning. A double for the 9-hole hitter brings up the top of the order Sam Benz, who has not recorded an out yet against the Islanders this season. First pitch, misses up and away. And Ben's 4 home runs at Southwestern College this year. Slugged .551. He'll foul that one out of play. And that one's going to go into the Nenaska River. I'm not sure anyone's getting bubble gum out of that one. If you grab a foul ball and bring it to the dugout, you get bubble gum. But I know personally I wouldn't be chasing after that one. I'd just live to fight another day. That pitch up high, 2-1 count. If Benz does some damage here, Islanders could be in real trouble. Morrison deals that pitch outside. Runner's still in scoring position here for the Islanders. Helm behind the plate has to stay under it. Deep fly ball goes, I believe, foul out of play. That one is retrievable. Just went right across the street. There's a car driving across the street. Good thing it wasn't at that point down the road yet when that foul ball landed. I guess that's what you get for driving by a baseball game. That's the risk you take. That pitch outside, ball 4. And bases are loaded. Benz draws a walk in back-to-back innings. Center fielder, Tyson Shade. Shade, he struck out his first time up. 1 down here in the top of the second. Rebels lead 2-0. Bases are loaded for Shade as that first pitch misses inside. Here's the 1-0. A drive out into center field, fly ball. Lerma moves back. He'll throw into the infield. Looks like it'll be a sacrifice. It will be. So now runners on the corners after Doyle advanced to third. Rebels have a 3-0 lead. Alihi Dudois comes to the plate. He walked and came around to score in the first inning. Runner goes. Helm looks over at the runner on third base, decides it's not worth throwing. 2 down. It's not really worth the risk of that ball going into center field, Helm decided. Or even if it doesn't, the Rebels being aggressive on the base paths could send the runner anyway, just because the catcher doesn't have the ball. That pitch misses outside. It's a 2-0 count. Dudois steps back in. Called strike. Maybe at the knees, inside corner. Count moves to 2-1. Still 2 in scoring position for the Rebels. Very emphatically outside on that pitch. And I agree, that pitch was in the other batter's box. That was outside. It's a 3-1 count after that outside pitch. And that one is not outside, it's inside. That's ball 4. Bases are loaded again for the Rebels. Right fielder Mark Wyman. Wyman singled his first time up. Drove a runner in. Takes ball 1 inside. Rebels hold a 3-0 lead, top of the second inning, 2 down. Bases juiced for Mark Wyman. Julian Morrison delivers that pitch off the glove of Helm. But Doyle will hold at third base. There have been a few wild pitches, past balls. Rebels have not decided to take advantage of any of them yet, especially with a runner on third, I think, on all of those situations. The 2-0. This is inside. Walk here would bring home a 4th run for Newton. The pitch from Morrison, grounded to third base, and Schmidt will just step on the bag, record the 3rd out with the force, and the Islanders hold the Rebels to limited damage in the top of the second inning. Rebels, though, up 3-0 in a good spot heading into the bottom of the second. So it will be Jack Schreiner taking over the DH spot for the Islanders. A ground ball over between second and third. Throw to first, and Dubois makes a nice throw on the run, going away from first base to get the out at first. Third baseman Josiah Schmidt. Schmidt recorded the last out of the last inning over at third base. Bases were loaded. He just grabbed the ball on the grounder, walked over to it. A pitch up high. It's a quick 2-0 count. It was 0 for 4 on Friday. A pop-up goes foul. Out of play. I don't know that baseball ever landed. Sure, I'm sure it did. I didn't see where. A pitch outside. 3-1 count. That one's fouled back. Off the face mask of Wakeland behind the plate. He didn't even get up. He'll be fine. That's why the catchers get to wear those masks. It's scary back there. Good to see that he's okay. Payoff pitch. This is high. So runner on with one out here, down 3-0 in the second inning for the Islanders. Landon Parks comes to the plate. Pitch in there for a strike. Parks was 1 for 3 on Friday. He'll swing and miss at that high pitch. The 0-2, way up and away, and it bounces right back to the catcher, and he'll throw the runner out. A bad break for the Islanders running the bases. The net behind home plate acted as a slingshot right back to Wigland behind the plate, and he fired and got Schmidt out trying to take second base on the wild pitch. Swing, chopper to second, throw to first, in time, side retired. Islanders bring 3 to the plate, and they still trail 3-0. The DH, number 28, Caden Ehart. Ehart steps in, grounded out his first time up, but drove in a run. That pitch misses outside. And outside of collegiate summer ball, college baseball is still going on. Julian Morrison delivers. That pitch catches the outside part of the plate. 1-1 count. KU hosting a regional, playing a regional final against Arkansas today. Trailed a 5-0 coming into the fourth. A swing, a high fly ball out into shallow left field. Stewart is there to make the catch for the first out. Catcher 25, Walker Wakeland. Wakeland grounded out his first time up. KU down 5-0 heading into the fourth. They put together a 6-run inning capped off by a 3-run shot from Tyson LeBlanc. Called strike one. So the Jayhawks up 6-5 in the middle of the fourth against the Razorbacks. Trying to move on to a super regional. A deep fly ball out to right center field. That one's in the middle of the road over the fence. A solo shot for Walker Wakeland. First home run of the season for the Rebels. Gives them a 4-0 lead here in the second game of the season. Brings Taj Smith to the plate. Grounded out to first his first time up. Called strike outside edge. Other regionals might be interesting to viewers of this game. Little Rock plays a little over an hour. That pitch misses outside. Count is even 1-1. Little Rock has representatives for both these teams still going as a 4 seed in the Hattiesburg Regional. Beat Southern Miss in the opening round. Foul ball, strike 2. Jordy Lopez plays for the Rebels. He's the shortstop for Little Rock. And Nolan Friend, the Kingman native, plays third base for the Trojans. The 1-2 misses down in the dirt. Imagine Little Rock will still be playing once this game's over. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's going to go home and turn that game on. The 2-2 catches the outside edge, strike 3. All right, 91 degrees here in Kingman, so our phone that we're broadcasting from overheated. Rebels did not come across with any more runs after the stream cut out. Just we had a hit by pitch for Clausen. He got caught up on a pickoff attempt, and that was the end of the inning. Now Jackson Stewart at the plate. A swing, a drive over the head of the second baseman. That's going to be a base hit for Jackson Stewart. My apologies that there is no video at the moment. We're going to probably wait till the sun gets lower than that window behind the press box before we can get a video back on, but I can provide audio play-by-play. I'm doing the best I can, working within the constraints of Mother Nature. First pitch catches the outside part of the plate to Mitchell McDaniel, probably outside corner is where that was called. McDaniel comes to the plate for the first time, winds, deals, Knipe gets swung into a high fly ball into right field. It's caught by Wyman out there for the first out of the inning. Rebels lead 4-0, 1 out now in the bottom of the third. Top of the order comes to the plate. Mac Lerma is the man. Knipe sets up, drops that pitch in the dirt in the opposite batter's box from the the left-hander Lerma. That was in the right-hand batter's box. That's where that pitch landed. Stewart still sitting over on first base. He's going to run. That pitch misses low. Throw is in time. Gets the out. Good tag over there by Dutois to get the out. Now 2 down and nobody on for the Islanders. Trailing 4-0. That pitch misses up and in. Nearly hit Lerma, who was ducking down in the head. A 3-0 count to him. That one misses down in the dirt. Ball 4. And a runner goes straight back to first base for the Islanders. They trail 4-0. Again, apologies for no video stream. I do not want to put the camera back where it was and the phone overheats again. And we're just stuck without any sort of broadcast. I'm trying to keep people updated on what's happening in the game. Could always go to Game Changer to keep up with live stats. Swing and a ground ball goes foul down towards the Islanders dugout from Carter Helm. He struck out his first time up. Knipe steps back in. Helm taps his bat off the plate a couple times. The pitch misses inside, just below the knees of Carter Helm, probably. Count is even at 1-1. Lerma lurking past first base. That pitch runs inside, hits Helm on the front ankle in the right-hand batter's box. So runners on first and second now, as Knipe might be losing a little bit of control after a walk and a hit by pitch to the top of the Islanders' order. First baseman Jack Jewell. Jewell struck out his first time up. He'll step in. Takes the first pitch outside. Jewell standing at 6'1" in the right-hand batter's box. A swing, a deep drive out into left field. That ball's gone. Cuts the lead in half. Jack Jewell goes yard over the left field fence to give the Islanders a 2-run shot in the arm here in the bottom of the third.
Now Mr. Lover, she call me Mr. Boom.
A pitch catches the bottom of the zone for a strike 2. Kirsten Wall at the plate. He struck out looking. So the lead cut down to 1 after the leadoff walk, or excuse me, not leadoff, but a walk to the leadoff man. Mac Lerma walked. Helm got hit by a pitch, and Jewell went yard to drive everyone in. So 4-3 is the score here in the bottom of the third. 3 runs, as much as on one swing of the bat as the Islanders were able to score on Friday in the entire game. Karsten Wall steps back in on 1-1 count to him. Knipe deals a foul ball over the right field fence, out of play. 1-2 count to Wall, 2 down in the bottom of the third. 3-run home run from Jack Jewell just gave the Islanders life in this ball game. Foul ball goes off of the Rebels dugout. It was grounded there, and a throw from the umpire goes over the head of Knipe and towards the Islanders dugout. We just got a new baseball. Knipe comes set. He'll deal. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side retired, but damage is done. Islanders come across with 3 home runs. A 3-run home run. It's 4-3. Islanders had their best inning of the game, probably my worst inning of the game. So to clear up any confusion with just the words I was saying, it was a 3-run home run from Jack Jewell to cut the Rebels' lead to 4-3. Rebels back at the plate. Julian Morrison remains on the mound for the Islanders. Brennan Doyle takes the first pitch down low, just right below his knees. It was over the plate. So a 1-0 count from Morrison to Doyle. That pitch misses down low, 2-0. Also over the plate, maybe towards the outside part of the plate, but still a ball for being too low. The righty, Doyle, still in there. Pitch is inside, almost hit Doyle. No call there. Doyle is upset. Maybe upset that pitch didn't hit him. Maybe upset that he's being pitched inside. Unsure what his thought is. Has that elbow guard, so would have been protected. That pitch is inside, ball 4. Wasn't as close to hitting him that time, but either way, he's on base. And with a 3-ball count, I wouldn't want the baseball to hit me. And we're going to have a mound visit. Coach Mason Munns will go out, have a talk with Julian Morrison. Might be bringing in a new pitcher. 4 runs given up over 3 innings. A leadoff walk to Brennan Doyle here in the top of the 4th. But it could just be a discussion here. Try and calm him down. Got a couple strikeouts. 2 to be exact. Morrison will stay out there. Left fielder, Sam Benz. Benz comes to the plate. Still without an at-bat today. But he's walked twice. Came around to score in the first inning. Rebels lead 4-3. Ground ball bunted towards the pitcher. And the call at first base. He is out. So Morrison makes the throw on the bunt down the third base line and gets the out just barely. Shade comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Hit a sacrifice fly his last time up. Runner on second base. 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Rebels have a 1-run lead. They've kind of manufactured all of those runs except for one on a solo shot in the last inning. Islanders got all their offense from one swing of the bat. It's a 1-1 count to Shade now. Morrison deals. That pitch bounces in the left-hand batter's box, and Doyle moves over to third base as the pitch bounced in the dirt. Runner 90 feet away with 1 out. Ground ball goes foul down the third base line. And it'll bounce off something, and it's in shallow left field. We do not want a baseball there. That could be dangerous. Karsten Wall, the shortstop, went over and picked it up, tossed it towards the dugout. We're resetting. Morrison comes set again. Hands just below his belt line. And delivers that pitch inside. Count runs full to Tyson Shade. Runner on third, 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Morrison comes set again. High leg kick. Ground ball. Gets by Karsten Wall. And that will bring home a run. A base hit for Tyson Shade. First hit of the season. And an RBI for Tyson Shade, his second of the game. Gives the Rebels a 5-3 lead. Alihi Dudois comes to the plate. He's walked twice today. Pickoff attempt over to first base. Not going to get him. Still need the first pitch to Dubois. There it is, down off the plate. This is about the time that we'd be in the bottom of the first inning. Still maybe the top of the first inning. We're at 7:08. Again, thank you for sticking with me through the broadcast difficulties. Ground ball gets by first base, and that is going to be a base hit. Runner tries to stretch it to third. He gets there. Runner's now on the corners for the Rebels. And as the lead got cut down to 1, the Rebels look to extend it with back-to-back base hits. They've already added 1 run here in the 4th inning. Mark Wyman comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. A pitch misses just outside, or inside, excuse me. It's hot. I think the heat is having an effect on how I'm talking. I might be just sweating too much for my... Maybe sweat's coming out of my brain. That one's fouled away. It's a 2-1 count to Mark Wyman. Julian Morrison, still out there on the mound, has given up all 5 runs in this ball game. Just trying to eat some innings. Islanders still in this ball game, only trailed by 2. Pitches outside, throw, gets by second base, gets by the shortstop, and a run comes across on a throwing error from Carter Helm. So now Wyman loses the runner on third, but has a runner now on second base, and the Rebels have a 6-3 lead. That pitch right down the middle looked like a breaking ball, swung on, fouled away. 2-2 is the count. Took the scoreboard a minute to catch up, but we're there. It's a 2-2 count. 1 down here. Top of the 4th inning. Rebels have come across with 2 already this inning. Have another runner in scoring position. It is 6-3. That pitch bounces off the plate. Count runs full. Time called. Umpire needs some baseballs. He's going to pocket 4 of them. 5 of them? I believe he got 5 baseballs in his pocket right there. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the payoff from Morrison. Ground ball bounces off second base, gets in between the second baseman and the shortstop. Runner comes home. It's off of Jewell, who's the first baseman, and it bounces across the third baseline. So a run comes home, and the runner moves over to second base. Still only 1 out, a 7-3 Rebels lead, the score they won by after 9 innings on Friday. They have that lead here in the 4th inning. Looks like we are going to get a pitching change now for the Islanders. We'll take a quick break as that happens. New pitcher on the mound for the Islanders is Colby Arnsdorf. Kingman native, playing his 3rd year with the Islanders. His first batter will be Caden Ehart, who's 0 for 2 today with an RBI. Runner on second base. Rebels hold a 7-3 lead in the top of the 4th. The pitch from Arnsdorf just misses low. Out of all Islanders pitchers ever to have thrown at least 25 innings in their career, that pitch misses down and away. Colby fits that criteria. Obviously, playing 3 years, you're going to rack up some innings, even if you're not playing that much, which he has over the last few years. Colby has a career ERA of 4.89 with the Islanders. And that is good for 3rd on the career leaderboard heading into the season. Did not pitch on Friday, so that ERA remains the exact same right now. It's an all-state second-team selection his senior year of high school. A pitch catches the outside edge for strike.
Go get him.
Pitched a few times for Cloud County this past season, mostly in blowout games. That pitch is up high. Say mostly in blowout games. It was entirely in blowout games. It's a 3-1 count to his first batter. That pitch, another one on the outside edge. Count is full, and the scoreboard's off. I'm unsure why the scoreboard is off, but we got a full count. That pitch down low. That's going to be a walk, and the runner moves over to third base. Score is 7-3. There's a switch on the back. We're trying to get they're saying it's on it, so scoreboard malfunctions. It's a brand new scoreboard. It shouldn't be really having these technical issues. I do not believe that's user error. Again, it's hot. It might be messing with some of the equipment. Messed with the broadcast equipment. A pitch is on the outside edge for a strike.
Do the lights turn on?
Runner goes. That pitch catches his own for strike 2. Wakeland is 1 for 2. He had a solo home run an inning ago. Has a runner on base this time. That pitch up high. I think that evens the count. Again, no scoreboard. I can't be 100% sure. Umpire didn't signal anything there. That pitch down low. And then I think full count. Again, not 100% sure on that. Could be 2-2. A ground ball over to shortstop. Wall throws to first, gets the out. That's just out number 2. A run comes home. It's 8-3. Taj Smith comes to the plate. Runner moves over to third. A drive out into right field, gets down. That's going to score a run. 9-3, and Todd Smith has an RBI single. Now the only batter who hasn't come to the plate this inning is now at the plate, Dylan Clausen, who has been hit by a couple pitches. That was Morrison on the mound for both those. That one down and away, bounces off the turf in the left-hand batter's box.
Relax, throw it.
So 1-0 count. Pitch misses outside, 2-0. Still no scoreboard. These technical issues are weird today. It's wonky. Called strike, moves the count to 2-1. Again, weather messed with our scheduling. Game got rained out from Newton last night. That pitch misses outside, 3-1. So it got moved here to Kingman, got rained out here. So we're playing here tonight. A deep drive out into center field. Could have enough, but it doesn't. Caught at what would be the warning track over in left center. That will retire the side. But the Rebels have themselves an inning. They lead 9-3 as 5 runs come home. So during all the storms yesterday, my house didn't lose power once here in Kingman. But now that it's hot outside, the park power cannot withstand that. So we are without power here at George Artsdorf Memorial Field, I think all over Riverside Park. My computer's not charging where I have my notes. The scoreboard is not on, the lights are off. It's a good thing that we're still in the daylight because we could not be playing baseball if the sun was down. I mean, we could. I wouldn't suggest it. But a 9-3 lead for the Rebels. The designated hitter, Jack Schreiner, comes to the plate. I about grabbed the mic to announce that to the crowd. The mic is also part of the power system, so the PA doesn't work. So it's just me talking on the broadcast. That pitch inside 1-0 count. I have to keep track of this myself now, still without the scoreboard. Count is 1-1 after that foul ball. Knipe stays out there. Still just one swing that did damage for him. Called strike 2. Foul ball off the top of the netting, which keeps the count at 1-2. Knipe still steps up. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Josiah Schmidt to the plate. He walked his first time up. First pitch from Knipe. Swung on, popped up foul. Out of play. 0-1. Pitch from Knipe. Curves back in. Good pitch. As Schmidt takes strike 2. Pitch over the plate, fouled back. Count remains 0-2. It's really hard for me to go on different tangents now. Because if I look away from the field, I might lose track of the count. That's a 1-2 pitch. That pitch was inside, making it a 1-2 count. That was an 0-2 pitch. But this will be the 1-2. A low pitch, grounded to third. Throw to first in time for out number 2. Landon Parks will step up to the plate. Right fielder grounded out to second his first time up. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. Knipe working fast. That one down low, ball 2. Just getting the baseball, coming set, and immediately firing home. A swing, a drive out into center field. Looks like it's caught by shade. And the Islanders go down in order. 1, 2, 3. Rebels still lead it. 9-3 is the score. Sitting in silence in between innings, Colby Arnstorff warms up. He got 2 outs in the previous inning. The Rebels came across with 5 runs in that 4th inning. We're in the top of the 5th. Rebels were up just 4-3 before that fourth inning. Islanders right there after a 3-run home run. But then the Rebels just got to going. And here's the man who led off that long fourth inning, Brendan Doyle. He's 1 for 1 today, a double, and got hit by a pitch, came around to score his last time up. There's a liner over the head of Schmidt at third base, and that's going to be at least 1. He's going to go for 2, and he's in there sliding for a double. His second double of the game. Brings the top of the order up, Sam Benz, who finally got out his last plate appearance. He grounded out on a bunt. So I guess it was a sacrifice. So it's not really getting out. He's not over anything. He's walked twice and then had a sacrifice. But he was thrown out at first base in his last plate appearance. That pitch gets away from Helm. It's a 1-0 count. Runner moves over to third. Arnsdorf delivers. Swing, a high fly ball out into left field. Fielder going back. It's off the fence. The runner tagged up at third just in case. And he will walk into home. And that is back-to-back doubles for the Rebels here in the top of the fifth. It's 10-3 here in the fifth inning. Tyson Shade comes to the plate. 1 for 2. Base hit, came around to score his last time up. A high fly ball out into right field this time. Caught. And the runner tags, will move up to third. He slid maybe just a bit short. The throw wasn't there. So nothing really wrong with that. I also do think he got to third with that slide. Maybe just a little bit slower than he might have wanted to. But there was, again, no throw. He's safe over there. Dudois comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Couple of walks. Ground ball over to shortstop. Wall can't field it. And a run is going to come home. It's 11-3 here in the top of the fifth. That'll probably be an error on Karsten Wall. That run will be unearned. Mark Wyman comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Came around to score the last time up like the majority of the Rebels lineup did in the fourth inning. Ground ball gets through for a base hit. And these Rebels just slapping the ball every single time a pitch comes in. I'm not even having to keep track of the count because they were attacking the first pitch every time. Still no scoreboard. It is 11-3. Pitch from Arnsdorf, grounded. This time it could be trouble. Out at second, out at first. Double play for the Islanders to get out of that inning. Defense commits an error to score one of the runs. They pick up Arnsdorf and record the double play to get out of the inning right there. 11-3 after 4.5. Another in-between innings of silence. Power still not back. Rebels lead 11-3. At some point, I'll lose count, but not yet. Jackson Stewart's going to be the leadoff man. New pitcher on the mound for the Rebels. Sebastian Palma out of Southwestern College. A senior from Antioch, California. Played a few years at Clark University in Iowa. Gave up 4 runs in his only appearance there. And then in 2 1/3 this year at Southwestern, gave up 4 earned runs. That first pitch missed is outside. He's going against Stewart, who's 1 for 1 today. 5th inning, just 1 plate appearance for the bottom of the order for the Islanders. A pitch down in the dirt. 2-0 count. A pitch catches the zone. Good spot for Palma right there. Jackson Stewart out of Eastern Oklahoma State College didn't get any playing time this past season. That pitch misses down low. Well, that's a redshirt season for him. That pitch misses down and away. Ball 4. Stewart takes his base. Islanders have an 8-run hole to climb out of, but getting on base is how you start rallies. Mitchell McDaniel comes to the plate. He flew out his first time. Ground ball over to third. Throw to second in time for the out. Mitchell McDaniel's too fast to get 2 on the ground ball over to third. So that's a 5-4-3 fielder's choice. I suppose you could just call it 5-4, but it's more fun to say 5-4-3 because they did throw it to first base. Mac Lerma at the plate, top of the order for the Islanders. He's walked twice. That one's going to be a foul ball out of play. Bubblegum on the table. That's right behind the third base bleachers. That might have rolled under a car. No, it's still sitting there. Someone could go grab that. I can't announce to the crowd that Bubblegum's on the line. Runner go, throw, not in time. That was a called strike. So I believe he's down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, grounded over to first base. Nice snag over there by Smith. Runner advances to third, but there are 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. No, this game was originally scheduled to be in Newton. The Islanders are the home team. And the reason they're able to do that, they have a 2-game series with Newton later this year. That was supposed to be a home-and-home. Both those games will be hosted by the Rebels. Carter Helm comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1, got hit by pitch, and scored on a homer his last time up. He scored on a homer after he got hit by the pitch. That was a different guy who hit the homer, to be clear. That pitch misses upstairs. Gonna be honest, started yapping. I know that there's one ball in the count. Now 2 at least. Could be 3. Could be 2-1. I've been told that someone thinks it's 3-0. Trying to keep up with it without the scoreboard. I know the score. It's 11-3. That pitch misses outside. It was a 3-0 count. And Helm takes his base. Brings up Jack Jewell. Would not do as much damage with a home run this time as he did last time. He was able to cut the lead to 1. And then the Rebels just kind of ran away with this ball game in the top of the 6th. And the light has come back on in the press box. We might have power again. That is not the score. That pitch misses outside. The scoreboard is doing its best. But it's not doing great. Ground ball goes foul. Runners on the corners here for the Islanders. 2 down. Bottom of the 5th inning. Islanders trail 11-3. Jewell had 2 runners on his last time up and was able to make it count. Called strike at the knees. I had the same mistake that I made. Umpire yelled down. I thought it was a strike, and then I realized, wait, he didn't signal. That was a pitch missing low. That was his pitch missing low and away. Sometimes with the emphatic ball calls, you can get a little bit confused. It's a 3-1 count. The pitch to Jewell. Inside ball 4. Bases juiced. Karsten Wall comes to the plate. He struck out a couple times. And Walker Wakeland will go out to the mound, talk to his pitcher. We're going to have a discussion about how to best attack Karsten Wall. 2 down, so no chance of a sacrifice here is the good thing for Palma. He can attack if he wants to. Has to be careful not to let Wall get a piece with one, but any out in play is not going to score a run. Called strike on the outside edge. A strikeout also would not score a run. They rarely do. It's no 1 count. Pitch misses outside. Count is even. 1-1. Two down, bottom of the 5th inning. Bases loaded. Islanders trail 11-3. That pitch over the head of Karsten Wall. McDaniel thought about going from third. He's just going to hold up. 2-ball count. A walk here would score that run, so maybe not a lot of aggression there on the base paths for the Islanders. That pitch swung, a high pop-up, goes out of play, bounces in the street. The road, I'd say, is probably about 120 or so feet from the edge of the fence. Down that line. Called strike 3. Islanders leave the bases loaded, and Palma gets out of a jam. 11-3 is the score. The Rebels go into the 6th inning, sitting pretty comfortably.
Does it matter if I say that they
It,
scored 4 runs in the 5th inning or whatever?
it'll be fine.
Okay.
A liner over the head of Wall. He had his glove right next to where the ball landed, and that rolled all the way to the fence. That's a stand-up double. Maybe he probably should have slid in as the throw came in pretty close to him getting in there. Well, that's a double for Walker Wakeland. We're trying to get the scoreboard back on. Just go outs, like 3 outs 3 times. Or no, we're in the bottom of the 5th, so twice. There we go. That's where we are. I think. Or no, we're in the 6th inning. So no, we need 2 more. Or no, 1 more. 1 more. I was right.
3 more outs. Okay, we're good now.
My apologies. We had to get the scoreboard updated. Called strike there to Taj Smith. Rebels, as the scoreboard says, up 11-3 in the top of the 6th inning. Speaking of teams that are up with scoring 11 runs, KU up 11-7. It's a 2-1 count to Taj Smith. Arnsdorf kicks, delivers, foul ball. Runner was going from second. He's going to have to go back to second. Little bit of extra cardio for Wakeland over there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. 1 down here, top of the 6th inning. Second baseman, Dylan Clausen. Clausen 0 for 1. He got hit by 2 pitches when Julian Morrison was on the mound. That pitch runs down and between the legs of the umpire, Carter Helm. Couldn't recover it in time to get Wakeland at third base. He couldn't even bother to make a throw, as he was already there by the time he gathered the baseball.
Come on, Colby.
The 1-0. Swing, a high pop-up into the infield. Wall coming in. He lost it in the sun. It's going to land on the infield. Runner on third base is going to not be able to run anywhere, but that's a free base runner for the Rebels. I will have to see if that's ruled an error. I would imagine it is. It'd be the second of the game for Wall. He's usually pretty sure-handed over there. A pitch grounded down the third base line. And that is fair. A run comes home. Runners move around. Double scores another run. And it is 12-3. Run rule, I believe, is 10 runs after 7 innings. The Rebels are up 9 runs in the 6th. The pitch from Arnsdorf, called strike. Sam Benz at the plate. He doubled his last time up. Rebels have 4 doubles in the last 2 innings. A liner right back to Wall. Runners get back to their bases. 2 down. Tyson Shade comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with the sacrifice. There's a fly out to center field in the 2nd inning. Scored their only run that inning. That pitch called strike at the knees. The 0-1 count. That pitch fouled back.
Best pitch right here. Save down.
0-2 count now. Runners on second and third with 2 out. Here, top of the 6th inning. 1 run has come across. That pitch runs well inside, behind the back of Shade. The kick, the deal. Grounder down the third base line. Throw to first. Got him. Sud retired after scoring 1 run, but 12 total in the game for the Rebels. That's an average of 2 runs per inning as we're in the 6th. It's 12-3. Islanders got work to do. Wyatt Tappan, a man on the mound for the Rebels. He is the first repeat pitcher in this game that we've seen that pitched on Friday night. He was actually credited with the win in Friday's game. Went 1 inning, gave up a hit, struck out 1. Not a super flashy stat line, but it did enough to get the job, clearly. First pitch misses for a ball. Called strike 1. Jack Schreiner at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Was not initially in the lineup. He's batting in Creston Port's spot, who started the game at catcher. A pitch, swing and a foul ball. Poor on the second batter of the game. Took a foul tip right to the forearm and had to leave. So Schreiner is in the DH spot as the initial DH, Carter Helm, had to go behind the plate. He'll swing and miss at strike 3 for out number 1. Josiah Schmidt. Third baseman Josiah Schmidt. Schmidt comes to the plate 0 for 1 today. He walked in the second inning. Was caught trying to steal on an unlucky bounce on a wild pitch. The wild pitch was way above the catcher's head. Bounced off the netting right back into the glove of Wakeland behind the plate, and he was able to make the throw and get Schmidt out at second. A drive over the head of the shortstop. That's going to be at least one. Schmidt's going to dig for two. Throws offline. He's in there. A one-out double for Josiah Schmidt. The right fielder, Landon Parks. Parks comes to the plate with the runner in scoring position. Islanders trail by 9 in the 6th inning.
Find a hole.
Called strike. Parks 0 for 2 today. I know that a lot of places in this country complain about the duality of their weather or just point it out and like, isn't that unique? But it was storming pretty heavily each of the last 2 days. I guess it can still be hot. But I don't see a single cloud in the sky. That pitch fouled off. Onto, I believe that's going to be on diamond 3. It's storming pretty heavily each of the last 2 days, and now it is sunny. And at 8 o'clock p.m., still sitting at 86 degrees. That pitch misses outside. And that 86 degrees is lower than what we've been dealing with most of the day. It was up at 90, in the low 90s at the beginning of the game at 6. The pitch misses outside. There's a nice little breeze that comes every now and then now. But it's just been hot with no wind all day. And we're playing baseball in that weather, and it was an early start for us, so we didn't even get the sun to go down. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 down. Jackson Stewart comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. Pitch misses up high. I'm not done complaining about the weather. It's just been hot. It hasn't been great to be outside today. Called strike. If there had been a little bit of a breeze like there is right now, it's not terrible right now. It would have been fine, even just walking to my... I felt like as I got to the park down here, I got out of my car, and within a minute, I felt like I was at risk of a sunburn. The weather should not be like that. Called time on the field. 2-1 the count. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. A lot of 2s on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strike, 2 out here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Runner on second base, that's another 2. 2 is the second digit in the run total for the Rebels today. They're up 12-3. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will retire the side. That will end the inning, bring us to the 7th. Chance at a run rule, but the Rebels would need to come across with a run, and the Islanders would need to not score in the bottom of the inning for the Rebels to have that distinction on their victory. Still a comfortable lead for Newton right now. Arnsdorf remains on the mound. We're in the 7th inning. The Rebels lead 12-3. Swing and a miss, though. I think that was foul tip. That's strike one either way. Dudois at the plate. 1 for 2, but he's gotten on every time. He walked in the 1st inning, singled in the 4th, and reached on an error in the 5th inning. Count is even. Dudois had to adjust his batting gloves maybe there for a moment. That one is definitely a foul ball off the face mask of at least Helm, and I thought it maybe hit the umpire as well. Now the breeze is starting to blow around my papers, which is annoying. So basically I don't like any weathers, I think. The conclusion I'm coming to in this ballgame. High pop-up into foul territory, just out of play. That was actually still in play, but Schmidt did not make an effort to get over at the dugout where the ball landed. Count is even 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside edge.
You can do it.
Right fielder Mark Wyman. Wyman, 3 for 4 today. Base hit after base hit after base hit with a ground out. Fielder's choice ground out in the middle of all that.
Nice one, Carter.
Swing, deep drive out into right field. And Landon Parks able to make the diving grab. Unbelievable highlight play in right field at the fence. 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Wyman was certainly looking for extra bases there. Now Caden Ehart going to ground out. We're getting to at least the 8th. Tony Arnsdorf puts the 1-2-3 in the top of the 7th. Second game in a row, Islanders have put across 3 runs in just 1 inning. Still 3 to play here against the Rebels tonight. A comeback here, not impossible. I would say at the moment, Islanders playing for individual stats and pride. Leadoff man, Mitchell McDaniel. Ground ball over to third. Long throw to first. Close, but in time. 1 down, bottom of the 7th inning. The center fielder, Mac Lerma. Lerma 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. A drive out into left field. That one is over the fence. Hits a dog, maybe? Really close to a dog. Either way, that's a run on the board for the Islanders. Second homer of the game for them. I can't. It looks like the dog's okay.
He's killed the dog.
The dog is fine. And the scoreboard has added a run in the Islanders' favor. It's 12-4 now. After that Mac Lerma long ball. That pitch fouled off. 0-1 count. Rebels up 12-4. 1 down here. Bottom of the 7th inning. Every single run the Islanders have scored has come on a long ball. And it has not been enough to match the 12 that the Rebels have mostly manufactured. One of their runs came on a home run. First pitch, grounded down the third base line. Throw to first in time. Second ground out in the third base of the inning. And I mean, I know we're only 3 batters deep into this inning, but I have found a pattern. It's ground out to third, home run, ground out to third. And Jack Jewell coming to the plate already has a homer on the day. I don't know. I don't think we've had enough batters to establish a pattern in this inning. I just kind of want to see a ball fly again. That pitch is out for ball 1. It's 12-4 ball game. Really not a lot of drama in these late innings, but you never know. You never know. Islanders come across with 1 here in the 7th. Their first run since the 3rd inning. Called strike on the outside edge. Pitch from Tappan. Fouled back. And Lakeland tried to grab that ball off the netting with his bare hand. Couldn't quite reach it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll retire the side. That'll end inning number 7. Rebels have their lead cut into, but I don't imagine they're too worried about it. It's 12-4 heading into the 8th. We're playing in the Jayhawk League. I know a couple players out on the field are KU fans. No actual Jayhawks on the roster. But I know Carter Helm behind the plate. I've talked to him about KU sports here and there. And Mitchell McDaniel at second base. His online presence has me suspecting he's a Jayhawk fan. And also the headband he was wearing in the dugout before the game had the Jayhawk on it. So just a hunch on that one. Anyway, I bring that up. KU playing in the Lawrence Regional, the first time the Jayhawks have ever hosted a regional. They're up 11-7 in the 8th inning, so looking good for them. Again, another regional that people in this game are probably intrigued by, maybe a little bit more if they're not Jayhawk fans. Ground ball up the middle. Diving stop by Karsten Wall. Throw gets away from Jewel at first base, so no out there. Wakeland gets on. Taj Smith comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3, looking to get on for the first time today. Pickoff attempt. Nothing at first base. A deal, a drive out into right field. That's at least one for Taj Smith. Ball will be picked up at the wall, and that is a double for Smith. Runners now both in scoring position for Newton. They lead by 12, and if they tack on 2, I believe that is the ball game. I don't remember exactly how the run rule works, but I believe it's 10 after 7. We're after 7. They might finish out the inning, though. I don't remember how the Jayhawk League does it exactly. It's 12-4 is the score of that first pitch inside to Clausen. That pitch catches his own strike. Pop up goes out of play. 1-2 the count. Runners on second and third. Nobody out. Top of the 8th inning. Rebels have a 12-4 lead and are closing in on a 2-0 start to the 2026 season. That one fouled away. I think that one's officially a foul tip, but gets away from Helm, so Clausen stays alive. That pitch swung on a soft grounder, gets past Colby on the mound, and now you're going to say that bounced off the other batter's box, maybe off Clausen. That's a foul ball. Count remains 1-2. Called strike 3 on the inside edge. Arnsdorf was his third straight inning with a strikeout. One down, runners on second and third. Liner gets by Jewel at first base. That's going to score at least one, and just one, as Wakeland's going to be the one to come across. Taj Smith stopping at third. I'd imagine part of it's courtesy from the Rebels having a big 13-4 lead. Don't really need to push the pace on the bases, although that is part of their team identity from what I've seen throughout these first 2 games. We're just at the point in the game where we are just trying to get through it. Ground ball up the middle. Doesn't quite get through, but it does go off the glove of McDaniel. Smith will score on that one.
Get another one here. Let's go.
And another error brings home a run. I believe both those runs are going to end up being unearned here in the 8th inning. It's 14-4. Pitch misses. Ball 1. One 0 misses outside. And we are 2.5 hours into this game when we'd normally be 90 minutes into it. Sun is very close to setting. You can see the ring of light like on the horizon. The sun is behind the press box, but the sunset looks like a sunset. I don't know what to say other than to describe it. It's on the broadcast. It's visible there. Pitch from Arnsdorf, down off the plate. Gets away from Helm, but no one's going to try to advance.
Here we go, Paul. Guys, here we go.
A pitch. Misses, ball 4. Bases loaded.
All right.
Kalihi Dudois comes to the plate. That pitch down low. It looks like we are going to play through this 8th inning. It's 14-4. We might just play through the 9th. Ground ball over to the pitcher. He's the out at home. And out at first, a double play. Bases juiced. But the Islanders get out of it. They do give up 2 unearned runs in that ball game, or that inning. It's 14-4. It's hot outside, but less hot than it was earlier. And we will go to the bottom of the 8th.
I accidentally just made it look like
Braden Mead on the mound for Newton here in the 8th inning. It's a 14-4 Newton lead against the Kingman Islanders. Karsten Wall going to be the leadoff man. Ball has struck out 3 times. Meade did play on Friday, but he did not pitch. It's called strike. Ground ball goes foul down the third base line. Meade went 0 for 5 at the plate on Friday night. Could be good just based on the fact that he's getting out offensively. Now he gets an out defensively as that's an infield pop-up caught by Dudois over there at shortstop. Jack Schreiner comes to the plate. Pitch. Catches the inside edge. Misses low. Count even 1-1. Foul ball. 1-2 count. And it's come to my attention that the hats for the Rebels tonight are not uniform between all the players in the field. A liner right to Dudois, who's having a busy inning. He's put out both the batters so far in the 8th inning. Josiah Schmidt comes to the plate. Had a double his last time up. That pitch misses. Time called. Schmidt steps back in. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Called strike. 1-2 count. 2 down in the 8th inning. That one fouled away. Over in the Little Rock game, the score is tied 0-0 early in the game. Neither team was able to come across with anything in the first inning. Jordy Lopez, the Newton Rebel, had a leadoff hit for the Trojans. Another foul ball. Keeps the count where it is. Jordy Lopez had a leadoff triple for Little Rock. A drive into center field, gets down for a base hit. Second hit of the game for Schmidt. Third time getting on. Lennon Parks comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3. And then the Islander in that ball game, Nolan Friend grounded into a fielder's choice, and Lopez was out at home off of Nolan's bat. So still even in Hattiesburg. That pitch runs inside. Count is 1-1. Bottom of the 8th inning. Islanders trail 14-4, swing and a miss at strike 2. Jayhawks have tacked on a couple. It's 13-7. Up in Lawrence. The closer, Bodie Ray, is there to clinch the regional for the Jayhawks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will retire the side. And that will do it for the ball game, it looks like. So a 14-4 run rule victory for the Newton Rebels. They're 2-0 to start the season. Both wins coming on the road in Kingman. 7-3 on Friday, 14-4 today on Sunday. Islanders fall to 0-2 on the season. And they are 1-5 against the Rebels in the last 2 seasons. So, with the ball game ending, this broadcast will also come to an end. I've been Ashton Timish on the Kingman Baseball YouTube page. Islanders will be back here on Wednesday night for their next ball game.